Good morning, everybody. Welcome and happy Friday. I hope everybody's had an amazing week so far. Sorry, I've got Periscope and Facebook Live running at the same time. So if you see me glancing away, please bear with me. Also, I've made some notes because there's certain things that when I talk, I forget about it, and I really want to get some information out to you guys. So I made some notes for myself to make it a little bit easier so I can make sure that we're kind of on point. Okay, hold on, let me just get this here. Great stuff. Okay. So if you're here for the first time, guys, or if you're here again, say good morning to me. Let me know where you are. I'd love to give you a shout out. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you. Thank you for tuning in again. My name is Brandon Vidalingam. For those of you who've seen me for the first time, my name is Brandon Vidalingam. I am your breakthrough partner, and this is Success Bites. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for being on here with me. I appreciate you all. Good morning, Marcus. Welcome, Marcus. Good to see you again, brother. We have a little community that's kind of meeting on Facebook every morning, which is great. And we should converse with each other. But yeah, we're having an amazing week so far. Things are great. I hope things have been going well for you. The thing that I want to talk about today is I see a lot of people in a place where they're not too happy. Let's put it this way. They're not too happy where they're at, if we're being honest. And they get down on themselves. A lot of the time, the thing that we're doing is that we're really kind of getting down on ourselves and convincing ourselves that we're not that good, okay? And the reason why we do that is because we're comparing ourselves all the time. Because we find people who we compare ourselves with, we find it's difficult because, there's reasons why we compare ourselves to other people, okay? And we're going to go through that right now and just touch on the reason why we shouldn't really. And that's what it really comes down to. Okay, so once again, my name is Brandon Vidalingam. This is Success Bites. I am your breakthrough partner. Happy Friday. I have a question for you. So, do you ever get discouraged in your business because you're comparing yourself with others in your business who are in a similar business that are having greater success than you are? Or finding that people who started at the same time that you did are moving higher and further than you, and it's leaving you frustrated. You're like, why? Why is this happening to me? Here's what we find. The reason why you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody, first and foremost, is because, first of all, you don't really know the circumstances surrounding that other person that you're looking at. You don't really know their story. You don't really know the background of where they're coming from. Maybe they've had more experience in the industry. Or maybe they've got more developed skills. There's other people who we don't realize that we look at from afar, or we see just kind of came in at that time, and they, good morning, Grant, and they came in at that time, but we're looking at them in the respect of, wow, look at the success that they're having. And we compare ourselves to that without realizing what skill set they have, what knowledge they have, where they came from in the past. Sometimes you'll talk to somebody and they'll give you a certain amount of information and knowledge and say, yes, this is what I understand, but they have a lot more knowledge than that. So you have no idea what their background is or what their story is, and yet you're comparing yourself to somebody who you really have no understanding of what their past is. And as they climb the ranks or as they get a bigger business, we look at them and we compare ourselves and say, why is it I'm not having that same level of success that that person is, when we're not really at the place that that person is? It could be mentally, it could be physically, it could be, spiritually, it could be so many different reasons for that, okay? So what we usually do is that we take the worst of us, okay? We take the worst of us and we compare it to the best of them, which is the worst case lose-lose kind of comparison, which is going to do more harm than good, okay? So we need to understand how we're thinking of this. We are taking the worst of us and comparing it to the best of somebody else. Of course we're going to be in a situation where we're not happy, where we look at ourselves and we put ourselves down because we're looking at the best of somebody else. The only person that you should really ever be comparing yourself with is yourself. And that's the reality. So if you look at who you were the day before and you compare it with who you are today, that's the biggest deal. When you compare, the only person you should be comparing yourself to is you, not anybody else, because you're in a challenge with yourself. So what you should be looking at is, who was I the day before and who am I today? And at the end of that day, if you know that you've done something to get better that day, then you've increased, and that's the deal. Now, if you work at becoming a little better than you were before, you will win big time in everything. This is the key. If you do a little more and you work at getting better a little more every day, you will win big time. I'm going to give you some tips for this, okay? So if you're like, okay, well, how do I do this? How do I get a little better? Okay, here's some tips right here. Number one, be the best you, okay? Be the best you. We have such an outward looking focus on everybody else that we're in the position and we think to ourselves, I want to be like them. Instead of being the best you, I just want to be a big shout out to Frank Heister, who's over in Germany, my brother out there, who's doing some amazing, amazing things. I just want to stop and just say hi to him. Hi, brother. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Number two, read 10 pages off a growth book. Now, notice how I said a growth book. The difference is there's so many books out there. You see all these books up here. These are all growth books. If there's a book that is not going to help you grow, should you be reading it really? Now, I know there's times to read a good book or something, but that should be on the side. The focus should be on a growth book. If it's not helping you grow, then it's not going to get you better, okay? So if you are reading 10 pages off a good growth book, then that's going to help you grow and do much, much better, okay? Number three, push yourself a little past your comfort zone. Now, we all have our comfort zones that we're comfortable in. That's why they're called comfort zones, okay? But you want to think about it in this way. If you take whatever your comfort zone is and you push yourself just a little bit past that every single day, the place where you'll be is somewhere completely different. So think about what is your comfort zone for that day, but you have to be aware of it. You have to be mindful of it. And when you're mindful of it, you understand that, okay, this is my level. This is the furthest I can go. But I'm going to push myself just a little bit past that. Not so much so it's painful or that you're like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. But just a little bit past that. And if you do that every single day, there's going to be an absolutely huge difference. That's number three. Number four, watch a video or be around people who inspire you. Guys, I just want to congratulate you right now for being on this at 8:30 in the morning, okay? Reason being is that you are watching a video, you are doing something to help you grow and help inspire you to what it is you want to be. Okay? Excuse me. So watch a video or be around people who inspire you. Being around people who inspire you is so much more important. These videos and everything are great, but if you're around, what happens is you create relationships and friendships with people who are bigger and better than you. Same like I do. Even till today, I aspire to connect myself with people who are higher, who are more successful, who are a lot stronger than I am, who have a lot more heart than I have. Because if I'm around them, I see the person who they are, and I want to aspire to be like them. Good morning, Randall. Good to have you on, brother. And actually, Randall's one of these guys. I was around him. He was actually interviewed on our radio show at Caribana One, The Breakthrough. And I just listened to this guy, and he inspired me. And to be around people like Randall and other mentors that I have, they inspire you to lift your game up, because it's hard to be around. Let's put it this way. Let's put it straight. We all know we have cars, okay? If you hang around 5 people who are driving top-of-the-line BMWs or Mercedes. Now, I don't like being materialistic, but let's put it this way. If you're hanging around people who have BMWs and Mercedes, 5 people, and you're the person who is driving a Pinto, okay? Let's be realistic about this. Your mindset's going to be like, how do I get me into a BMW or a Mercedes? And you start thinking of ways, what can I do? Because it's embarrassing hanging around with these guys who have these really nice top-of-the-line BMWs and Mercedes while I'm driving this Pinto. You know, so you start looking at ways. Your brain starts saying, you focus on it so much that you start thinking of ways to make that happen. And guaranteed it will happen, okay? So that's what you want to think of. But when you think of people who inspire you to grow mentally, how to be more compassionate, how to think about ways to be more successful, how to raise your game, how to treat other people, how to deliver value, all these things, then you aspire to get better, okay? So watch videos, listen to podcasts, do this every single day. Hang around people that inspire you to grow. Okay? Number 5, by focusing on getting better. Check this out. Now, if you need to, catch the replay and write this down. By focusing on getting better by 0.3%, not even 3%, 0.3% every single day, by the end of the year, you would have increased by 100% in every area you are growing by. That's profound. Let me say that one more time. By focusing on getting better by 0.3% every day, by the end of the year, you would have increased by 100%. Guys, think about where you are right now. Think about that times by 100% growth, okay? And understand how important that is. 0.3% is all it takes. Don't fall into the trap of unfairly comparing yourself. Instead, look inwards to compare you to you, okay? And when you make that decision to invest in your growth and development, you choose to grow, that's what is going to be the key to your success. When you look inside and you choose to grow and you understand, where is it I'm deficient in, where is it I need to get better in, and you tag that, when you make that decision, all it is a decision, is a choice to say, yes, from today, guys, I'm going to challenge you from today. Make that decision to grow, to watch a video, to hang around people who inspire you, to be the best you, to read 10 pages of a growth book, to push yourself past your comfort zone, okay? To do all these things and grow by 0.3%, do all these things from today. I challenge you to do this today. If you accept that challenge, I want you to put into this live stream, I accept the challenge, okay? and start doing these few key things today, and you will find the growth that you have will be amazing, okay? Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your morning with me. I gotta tell you, I'm fired up. I'm pumped up. There's certain things that I that when I train, there's an exchange here. And when that happens, I want to grow more. I want to get better more so that I can have more content, so I can grow, I can get better, and I can learn more things to deliver to you guys and bring value to you. So guys, there's somebody out there who really needs this word, okay? I don't know why, but on Facebook, the shares don't go too well, okay? So I'm asking you guys, if you got some value from this, if you feel this was beneficial to you, I'm going to ask you to share it. Not for my ego. The thing that I'm asking you to do is that there's somebody out there. We don't know who it is. It might be in your friends group. It might be somebody connected there. Somewhere this video is going to get to somebody and they're going to hear this information. It might just be the thing they need to change their life, to change their family's life, to have a ripple effect that could touch so many other people. So if it's touched you and if you found some value in this, please go ahead. I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and share this on your timeline so somebody else can view it and watch it. Let them make the decision if this is going to be beneficial to them. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for spending this morning with me. My name is Brandon Vidalingam. I am your breakthrough partner. This has been Success Bites. Catch Michelle at 12 o'clock today. Michelle Donovan, I will share it on my page as well, so anybody who's watching can check that out. Some great information there. Guys, have an amazing weekend. Enjoy it. Think about this information and put it into play and say, I accept the challenge if you accept the challenge. Even you guys who are on the replay as well. Guys, appreciate you, love you, thank you so much. Remember, there's no such thing as one day. Make today day one. Blessings, everybody. Speak to you next week at 8:30 a.m. Take care. Bye-bye.